Hi, my name is Demery, and this is for the first writing assignment that says anyone who speaks the language can teach the language. And I wanted to address that in a video. Um, the simple answer is no. um, it's not correct, but I will expand on that. First, using a metaphor, I have a friend who is a mechanic. He's an amazing mechanic. He's a master mechanic, and he has spent many years perfecting his craft. He's actually called throughout the state of Ohio for special situations. He's just an amazing mechanic. And so he thought maybe he could teach being an auto mechanic. So he gave it a try and he got frustrated. He was frustrated with the students. He realized he didn't have the patience. He didn't understand why they didn't get it right away. He treated each student the same. And after a couple of attempts, he gave it up. He realized that he might be a really good mechanic, but he could not teach it. And I think that's the misunderstanding or assumption that's often done about English is that people think, well, if I speak English, I should be able to teach English. And obviously that's not true. As Dr. Dixon explained, it is about presentation, partly. We've learned that there are certain ways of teaching that are necessary in order for a student to gain an understanding and actually to learn something. And Dr. Dixon taught us about teacher talk, which is how we communicate to our students. And we need to know our audience and their level of understanding. A school teacher, that's what they are trained for. However, ones that teach English, it's a little more specific than that because you're focusing on the language, you're focusing on the communication, not the separate topic like science or math. Effective teacher talk includes repetition, reduced grammatical forms, simplified vocabulary, signpost expressions, common cultural references, elaboration, and clarification questions, which is what Dr. Dixon talked about. Now, how many people even know to use these tools or what they mean? Um, I had a friend years ago who spoke Spanish fluently. Her mother spoke Spanish. And so she felt it was something that she could do. So she tried to teach me. And it was a disaster. She got frustrated with me. She felt that I should just get it. Their word order is different in Spanish than it is in English. And although Spanish in many ways is a simpler language than English, it was different enough that in my brain I couldn't switch to the language, and she wasn't giving me the tools to do that. I didn't understand the rules of the language. It was just really memorization. I had absolutely no comprehension of the language. That's one of the things about the English language. It is full of rules and exceptions to those rules. We have pronunciation issues in the English language. We have words like trough and bow that don't use the vowel sounds. There's also an issue of emphasis. The way you say a sentence dramatically affects the meaning. The words can be the same, but how you emphasize the words changes things. Well, it looks like I'm out of time. I thought I wouldn't have enough to talk about, but obviously, teaching English is much more complex, and not everybody can teach it. Thank you.